Hello everybody. So today I am going to be doing my vintage hand with Pure Ice in Frosted Ice Celestial, and tomorrow we'll be comparing it to OPI's Y2 Sleigh. I think that Celestial is a little bit more navy. This one's a little bit of a more brighter blue, but I'm excited about this color too. It's a really pretty blue and may kind of like satisfy that need for those of us who loved Celestial. So, yeah. But I'm also experimenting with these long format videos and like talking to myself. I don't know if anyone finds them entertaining. I think some people do, which is cool. I know I'm not as entertaining as most people on here, but I try. And here I messed up. Of course I messed up. Because, you know, like everyone loves to say, I'm sloppy. What can I do about it? I'm sloppy. It is me. That's just the way I am. Doesn't mean you can't paint your nails, or at least try to. I mean, there are like people on here that like will just go all over their cuticles and they're like, it's okay, it'll come off in the shower. I try to stay within the lines, like I do. I think I do a relatively good job of it. I don't think I'm that sloppy. So this one is really pretty, this polish. It was one of my favorite blues. I mean, I absolutely loved Pure Ice. Hate to say loved, but because I still love them since I still own them. But the sad truth is they're no longer on the market and you can't get them. But I don't know, something about seeing stuff from my childhood makes me feel good. Kind of makes adulting a little less depressing. I don't know. Not sure if it's that way for everybody. Not really happy with the way my life turned out. So, yeah. Normally I would let like 5 minutes go by between coats, you know? So, you know, I don't know. We'll let it dry a little bit. Maybe talk about something. I don't know what we can talk about, though. I don't really know what to say on camera, really. I kind of feel silly talking to myself. Because essentially that's what it is. You're just talking to yourself. And hopefully there's someone on the other end watching and listening and then maybe interacting with you, because I actually enjoy the interacting with people. I don't go out of my way to message anyone because I feel like I might be bothering someone or getting in the way of what they have planned. Like, I don't want to be a bother to anyone. But if people talk to me, I always talk back. I made a couple friends that DM me on here. But I'm not really that good at, like, socializing. So it just is what it is. I feel silly. I think part of it is, you know, lack of confidence too. Kind of feel like, oh, I'm just a burden. Nobody's going to want to talk to me. Who would want to be my friend? You know, like negative stuff like that. But I can't be the only one that feels that way, right? Like, I'm sure that's something a lot of people think and feel. Oh, and something, so lately I've been watching, like, you know, the people that do, like, the acrylic nails and, like, the gel nails and their opinions. Like, some of them are really vocal about their feeling about natural nails, and it's not too nice. They're like, oh, they're not smooth, they're rigid, they're not shaped that great. It's like, yeah, it's a natural nail, dude. It's not fake. Of course it's not going to be perfect. It's not supposed to be. And I've always been the type of person that thinks the flaws and the differences are what make people pretty. Not necessarily the similarities. This is pretty much a 2-coater. Not all of the, oh crap, I got a cat hair. Not all of these pure ices are 2-coaters like this. So this is going to be a relatively short video, but check that out. The OPI is quite similar actually to it, because the frosted bottle is quite deceptive on the pure ice. So tomorrow we'll be swatching this OPI, and we'll be doing, you know, the hand versus hand video. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm not sure. I might do a 3rd coat just to off camera, just to polish it up a bit, make it look maybe a little bit more even, maybe a little bit more deeper. You know, try to correct the spots that I kind of made mistakes in. This is clearly a guanine polish because you can see the brush strokes really easily. They're very difficult to hide. I think it does have more mica than it does guanine because it's not as bad as the more pastel ones. But yeah, really pretty color. I was always into like these alternative colors because I was always a bit of an alternative chick. Never fit in with the goths, never fit in with the punk rockers, never fit in with anybody really. I was kind of like the art nerd that was the loner, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's pretty much it. I kind of wanted to, I don't think I'm going to do any kind of, I don't like doing like any kind of nail design on my vintage hand, because I like to go walk around like the stores and see if I could find dupes for it. It's not until like usually day 3 when it starts to chip that I'll start putting like little designs to hide it so I could wear it for a whole week. But I am trying that new base coat from LA Colors, and hopefully this time I don't do something stupid and mess up the manicure purposely so I could actually do like a decent review of it. Honestly, it's not that bad. It does make my nail polish last longer than 3 days. So usually on day 3 it's when nail polish chips on me. And with the LA Colors base / top coat, it didn't chip until day 4. Don't know if that's a fluke or it might have something to do with the nail polish that I wore. Not sure, because there's a lot of factors that come into play with that, you know what I mean? Alright, I'm gonna stop babbling and let you guys go, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for following, and thanks for subscribing. I'm up to 100 on YouTube. That's pretty cool. I know it's not like a lot, but for me that's a lot, and I appreciate it, and thank you. Okay, bye.